Hello again. Oh, this fucking thing. Try not to make sure. No, fuck it. I don't want to break it. Yeah. I told you to make another video. To update you guys on the situation. And there's actually two videos that are going up tonight. One is one I made I think yesterday or the day before. I think I made it yesterday. No, I made it the day before. And I'm making this one tonight. This is Saturday, November 21st. And I want to make this video. If you read the title, then you already know what this video is kind of going to be about. But before I get into that, Overtaxed in Minnesota asked me a question, and I thought it was a good question. Something I haven't really gone into a whole lot about, but I figured I'd bring it up in a video. Are there? I'm guessing. I guess you're a female, because the question was, are there female drivers, and it seems hard and all that shit or whatever. Yeah, there is female drivers. There's good female flatbed drivers too. The difference is, if you're a female that wants to get into flatbedding, I can't say there's nothing stopping you, because there is. As far as like lifting heavy things, the heaviest thing you're ever gonna lift doing this job is a tarp, is a rolled up lumber tarp. We carry 2 of them at a time, so you're gonna have to be able to lift that tarp. In training, when you go through flatbed training, you're gonna have to lift that tarp onto the bed of that trailer 2 times in a row. And those tarps weigh about 130 to 140 pounds a piece. And that trailer, the standard 53 footer we haul, I'm 5'5", maybe 5'6". That trailer empty is about eye level with me, so it's probably about 5 foot 3 inches off the ground. It's pretty fucking high off the ground. So you got to get that tarp up to here, at least to the edge, and then push it over the side. And it's a pretty heavy sumbitch, and there's loads where I've had to lift that tarp over my head to get it up on top, and it's not super, it's the heaviest thing you're gonna have to lift. But all the females that I've seen doing this, you're gonna have to have some weight on you if you're gonna be a female flatbedder. Even if you're a male, you gotta have to have at least 130 pounds, maybe 140. And the reason why is because so you can secure that load, because sometimes you're gonna need to tighten the living fuck out of those straps. But more so, we use snap binders on our chains. Whenever you're securing anything with chains, you have to stick a cheater pipe, which is it's a big fucking 3.5, 4 foot long piece of metal. It's a pipe, whatever. It's a handle basically, and it will stick onto the side of those snap binders, and you have to be able to put all your weight down on that snap binder so you can snap it into place, and it'll tighten the shit out of that chain, right? And if you really want to have it real tight and fucking secure, you got to have some weight to pull down on that. I don't really have a whole lot of trouble, because I'm fucking 200 pounds or maybe 205, but some of the smaller dudes, like little skinny dudes, like 150 pounds, they got to kind of work on that shit a little bit. They got to kind of fucking get it. Like when you go through flatbed training, they're going to make sure you're going to have to be able to snap that fucking binder 3 times. Or at least 2 times. And it's going to have to be fucking tight as a guitar string when you snap it, that chain. And if you're having trouble, and if you can't do it, like, they will make a decision on, like, if you cannot get that shit done, and, like, when I was in training, there was a female that was having trouble with it, and they were talking about maybe having to send her to the van division, because the way they see it is if you don't have the weight to make those chains tight on a coil, coils are the most dangerous load you can haul. And if your chains are not tight and your chains are coming loose, that coil will shift and it will come loose, and that's really fucking dangerous. So, they if you just can't do it, they'll send you over to Van. And that's snap binders. They have ratchet binders, but this company doesn't use them. So I don't know. If you don't have some weight on you, or like maybe you do have some weight on you, but you don't have a whole lot of muscle, I might consider. I'd probably just consider running Van or running something else. There's females can 100% do this fucking job. I've seen many of them, but I've never seen a light, skinny. I've never seen a 110 pounder flatbed. Usually it's your bigger females, and you don't have to be like morbidly obese or anything like that, but you got to have some weight on you. It's just how it is. It's like other things. You just have to be able to get that motherfucker done. Now, the other part of that comment, where you I hope you're watching this video. You spoke to a recruiter with Western the other day, and they told you they've got more miles and more freight than you can handle. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, that's fucking bullshit. And I'm going to tell you that's fucking bullshit because I came back from Patterson yesterday, back to the terminal, and I sat for the rest of the day. And then they told me that they were going to have some loads for the morning. So I said, okay. Wait, and then there was me and a bunch of other flatbedders waiting for that shit to come through. I called them up in the morning, as well as another flatbedder did, and I said, what's going on with this load? What are we doing? They told me they were trying to get a real big order coming out of San Diego for like 50 trucks. It's like a 50 truck order, real big order or something going to Dallas. But they said that it was going to have to wait till Monday, right? So now I'm sitting all weekend again. And they told and I said, is there any van loads I can run? And he said, well, the van division's even worse off than flatbedding is in this company right now. He told me as of today, they've got roughly around 100 van trucks on layover right now, sitting around without loads, without freight, and they got roughly about 20 flatbed trucks sitting without freight, including myself. Now, seeing as how there was at least 10 flatbed trucks or more sitting on the yard last night without loads, I think that they're talking there's 20 flatbed trucks and 100 in Southern California, on the West Coast. I don't think that's nationally. So one thing, I talked to a flatbedder the other day, yesterday, and he told me one of our really, really big accounts, flatbedding in this company, is we haul copper out of El Paso, Morenci, Arizona, Morenci, New Mexico. We run a lot of those loads. And it's a long load. It goes all the way to Connecticut. It's a great load to have. He told me the other day, he told me yesterday, he said, they're not shipping any copper out right now because they're having a problem with the lead content in the copper. So there's a problem with the smelting process, apparently. So they've stopped shipping the loads until they can figure out what the problem is. And I said, when did you hear that? And he said, I heard that last week. And I said, well, there's a big answer to why we're all sitting around this last week and a half. Or at least I have been. Is like a lot of the flatbed trucks that end up this far out into the Southwest, usually we pick up a copper load and it takes us all the way back to Connecticut, and then we run around the East Coast and work our way west and shit like that. Now, when you go to pick up copper, I've picked up copper once, maybe twice, but when you go out there, you'll run into about 8 to 10, maybe more fucking Western trucks. A lot of Western trucks coming in and out, hauling that copper. So if that copper is not flowing anymore, I understand why things are slow. At this time, I would not suggest coming into this company. Regardless of what the recruiter may fucking tell you, I wouldn't. Right now I would not come into this company. Oh shit, I'm running out of memory. I'm gonna have to make a part 2 to this video, but just to conclude this part 1, I would wait. I would wait until, I don't know. I would talk to some some Western drivers before you come in. This is not a good time. Freight's real slow. But let me end this video and I'll make another one real quick.